Well, Eric, listen. Let's make one thing clear right off the bat, which I think is the most important issue. And the most important issue is, did I know anything about the plan to close these lanes? Did I authorize it? Did I know about it? Did I approve it? Did I have any knowledge of it beforehand? And the answer is still the same. It's unequivocally no. And, in fact, no one's ever accused me of that. And that's the thing that I think the people in New Jersey care about the most. Now, when did I first know about the lane closures?
Yeah.
You know, the fact is that the first time this really came into my consciousness as an issue was when Pat Foy, the executive director of the Port Authority's email about this incident was leaked to the media and reported on. And that was the first time that I got a sense that there might be some issue here.
And who brought that to your attention? Was that staff?
No, it was news accounts. I mean,
but you read them personally, or did somebody bring it to your attention?
No, I read it.
You read it. Okay.
I read it in the Wall Street Journal.
Mm-hmm.
And it was that day then, when I read that Pat Foy was saying, I didn't know about this. It wasn't cleared through me. Whatever else he said in that email. That's when I asked my chief of staff and chief counsel, I said to him, hey, would you look into this and see what's going on here? Now, if prior to that, I know prior to that there were press accounts about traffic issues up there.
Mm-hmm.
And if someone, if I either read that or someone said something to me about traffic issues up there, it wouldn't have been meaningful to me. I didn't know that there was any problem up there, because I didn't know that we had actually closed lanes up there before that. So my dispute is twofold. First, to make clear to everybody in the midst of, all the things that were reported over the weekend, that nobody has said that I knew anything about this before it happened. And I think that's the most important question. Secondly, that when this first became an issue for me, because let's face it, Eric, there's traffic every day at the George Washington Bridge, at the Lincoln Tunnel, at the Holland Tunnel. I hear those reports on the radio. We all hear about them. That's not something that rises to the gubernatorial level. When this first became clear to me that this was a potential issue was when the Foy email was put out. Mm-hmm. Now, like I said to you, there were press accounts before. Whether I read any of those, and if I did or heard anything from anybody about traffic, it would not have been meaningful to me, because now we're looking at it in the prism of knowing everything we know since January 8th. Back then, this was not a major issue. And it became one to me in terms of finding out what was going on when the Foy email came out.
So today is the